Our last Watch of the Week community poll had the most votes ever and was an extremely close race. Thank you to all who voted, and today we unbox the winner, the SKMEI 1988. Coming in at just $15 Australian, is this affordable alternative to the $200 GBX 100, inspired by its design, or a total rip-off? Let's bust it open and find out. Now with these SKMEI watches, it's really less of an unboxing and more of an unwrapping, isn't it? So let's get into it. So straight away, I'm really liking this dark green color. Just looks absolutely amazing with these black accents. Although this strap is a little bit bent the wrong way. Hopefully wearing it for a while will get that fixed. But we have the normal SKMEI branding, little sticker on the back here, and the little tag. Hey, 1283. That's not the right module. Or maybe a bunch of different modules are all compatible. Either that or they have sent me the wrong instructions, but we will soon find out. So looking at the size of this thing, I mean, I guess it is about the size of what I would consider a normal G-Shock. So we are going to get this on for a wrist check. And at the moment, we are wearing the Casio CA53W, the calculator watch, which was another fantastic review that you should definitely check out if you missed it. Double buckle there. It does feel a little bit rigid, to be honest. See how it's kind of flinging up there? Not what I'm used to on the SKMEI straps. The last SKMEI that we unboxed actually had the most supple straps I've ever seen. So this is quite the stark difference. There we go. So that's what the SKMEI 1988 looks like on my 6.5-inch wrist, or 16.5 centimeters. So overall, it is pretty comfy, but I've got this bit of overhang there, so something to be noted, but overall not too bad. And something that I have noticed, actually, if you get a closer look at this screen, I was like, oh man, is there some kind of bubble at the side? But look, they've actually included a screen protector by default. So kind of interesting. I didn't expect it, but given there's a bit of a bubble at the side, I might actually peel mine off. There we go. And honestly, guys, I don't think it was a screen protector, so to speak. It probably was just there during transport. But now that it's off, look at that beautiful screen. Now, speaking of the screen, what do you think about this negative display? It is quite clear, honestly, from quite a number of different angles. But what I would like to do is compare it to some of my Casio watches, which I've got just beside me. Now, this one doesn't have any, you know, particularly well known for its negative display, but let's give it a test. Oh, look at that. The SKMEI has got a better viewing angle than the G-Shock. Let's have a look from the side. Yep, for sure. The SKMEI is actually coming out on top. Okay, so let's upgrade G-Shocks from this one to the GD350, one of my personal favorites. And honestly, this one is really well known for having a great negative display. So let's give that a bit of a test too. So we'll tilt it back. Both of them holding up pretty well. Let's do from the side. Wow, guys, it looks like the SKMEI has actually been able to match the really great negative display of a GD350. Let's ramp things up one last time to what many consider to be the best negative display on the market. This is a memory in pixel, or MIP display, featured on this GBD 200. And as you can see from all viewing angles, this is just extremely legible. So let's give it a quick comparison with this $15 SKMEI. And as you'll see, it can't hold a candle to the actual G-Shock here. This is a very specific type of display known for its great viewability. And if you missed our review on the GBD 200, check that one out above. So in terms of pecking order for negative displays, this one sits somewhere around the GD350 in the middle. But you've got to remember, guys, all of these G-Shocks cost about $200. So that's going to be a fantastic trade-off for just $15 that many people might want to get on. Over to the back of the watch, you'll note that we have 5 ATM of water resistance, which translates to 50 meters, and that is going to be more than enough for me and really quite impressive for the low price. Let's get into some of the features that the SKMEI 1988 has to offer. So, the mode that we're in at the moment looks like we are in dual time mode, but let's get out of here for a sec. So we have a timer, the home time, I guess. And can we get out of 24-hour mode? Yes, we can. And we have an alarm. Now, is it just one alarm? Let's go. Yep, I think it's just a single alarm, guys. Okay. And we've got, yep, our stopwatch. Now, you know me here at the channel. We're going to try and stop this on 10 seconds. And if we do, you have to ram that like button, if you haven't already. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 10:03. Come on, guys. That's pretty impressive. Like the video. Okay. Let's clear that away. And we then have our dual time mode. So that's pretty cool. We could set that up to be, you know, a secondary time zone we wanted to keep track of. And of course, our timer, which goes up to 24 hours. So overall, you know, it's pretty standard in terms of its feature set. All right, now let's jump in for a backlight test. Okay. I mean, it's all right. Although I must admit, I'm a little bit let down considering the backlight of our previous SKMEI. Let me give you an example here. Here it is. Check this out. Look at that. Absolutely blinding. So how am I feeling about this watch given what we've seen so far? Well, I'm going to be honest, guys. I have high hopes for the SKMEI 1988, and that's because the brand SKMEI has actually won my trust after my last review of this SKMEI 1628, which you should definitely check out if you missed it. But my initial impression of this watch was it's just a G-Shock ripoff. I'm not going to like it. But after wearing it for a week and realizing it was also compatible with all of these genuine G-Shock parts, it's actually really won me over as a great value alternative to a G-Shock. If you'd like to join me and get your hands on a SKMEI 1988 from the same place I did for an unbelievable $15 price, I'll leave a link for you in the description below. Now, how does the SKMEI hold up to its inspiration, the G-Shock GBX 100? Well, I don't actually have one on hand for comparison, but I do have the GBD 200 you saw earlier, which is quite similar. Now, the main difference is going to be the displays and, most importantly, the ability to use Bluetooth. As you can see with my GBD 200, I have notifications and etc., whereas this watch quite simply cannot do that, and it has a basic negative display, although it is quite a good quality one, as you saw in our comparison. So, do I think this watch is a rip-off? Well, let's do a side-by-side of the design. In terms of the way it looks, I mean, it's pretty undeniable that it was greatly copied from the GBX 100, but to be honest, guys, I think these things are in completely different markets. You're not going to want to buy this if you are chasing the Bluetooth functionality, and for most people, that $200 to $15 trade-off is going to be the reason they pull the trigger on the SKMEI. By the way, while I don't own a GBX 100 at the moment, one is on the way to me as we speak, and that's thanks to one of our fantastic community members, Red Wyvern, who has generously offered to send me his to wear and review for Watch of the Week. So make sure you're a subscriber so you don't miss out when that goes live. But what do you guys reckon? Is the SKMEI 1988 a watch you'd consider, or do you think this is a total rip-off of the GBX 100? I'd love to hear your thoughts below. I am so excited to be wearing this SKMEI 1988 for the next 7 days as part of my ongoing Watch of the Week series, so that I can provide you with a more in-depth analysis of my thoughts and opinions on this watch. So make sure you've got notifications on so you don't miss it. Here's some more great content for you to watch next, and here's a link to our Twitter profile. Come follow us there. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next review.